junior number 3, Emery Garrett. At guard, 6'1" senior number 4, Phil Snobby. At forward, 6'4" senior number 25, Carson Healy. And the man in the middle, 6'7" senior number 33, Tyson Upbody. The Warriors are joined by head coach Jim Simon at 6'5", Nick Carter, Rich Evers, Nick East, Jason Anderson, Carl Brown, Matt Keller, Rick Richard, One Eye, and Bob Sullivan. One Eye as well. The officials for tonight's contest are Matt Suntaker, Kim Moore, and Ty Stark. These individuals are members of the NSAA, Integrity,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. We got the A-3 District Final on set for you tonight between the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks and the Westside Warriors. Westside coming in at 22-3. Lincoln Southwest coming in at 14-9. As we get set here for tip-off, it's gonna be the Sanders twins for Lincoln Southwest and a little bit of everyone who's got the hot hand for the Warriors.
Yeah, if Lincoln Southwest wants to have any chance in this game, they're going to need to go through the Sanders twins. Average over double-digit points a game, so if they're going to win, they got to go through them.
That was Micaiah Sanders nearly getting a layup off the tip, but it's rebounded by the Warriors after the miss. Here's Lee Robinson, the freshman, with a floater. No good. He fights for the board. It's still loose on the ground, and Lee Robinson tracks it down. The shot clock resets. Here's Healy. He's had quite a hot hand these last few weeks for the Warriors. Gedek in the corner. He's going to set it back up for Lee Robinson, who takes another shot in the corner. Off the front of the rim, no good. And it's Oddbody with another board. He's going to go up and get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Lincoln Southwest struggling on the boards early.
Yeah, Westside, not the greatest job on the offensive rebounds this season for their height, but right there, a good start to the game. 2 offensive rebounds, and opportunity at second chance points.
Yeah, Westside does out-rebound Lincoln Southwest by nearly 12 a game. And on the offensive glass, Westside averages just about 6 a game, or 12 offensive rebounds a game. And they out-rebound Lincoln Southwest by 12 a game as well.
Yeah, the Silverhawks, they only have one player. They have their tallest player 6'5". Westside has about 6-7 of their players that is over that. They're a very tall team, very lengthy team.
The tallest player out there right now for Lincoln Southwest is Ade Napimni. Here's Sanders, and he's going to get called for the travel. That one's Micaiah Sanders. And his brother Uzziah leads the team in points with nearly 20 a game. He had 29 in the district semifinal against Omaha North. Here's Lee Robinson, missed his first 3-point attempt. Gedek on the right wing, settling it down, top of the key for Healy. He's gonna spin into the paint, left-hand finish, a little bit too strong off the glass, and Lincoln Southwest clears with Kavion Reynolds. Uzziah Sanders pushes, and he gets poked from behind. Westside 3-on-2, up to Gedek, Euro step with the finish, can't get it to go, but is gonna go to the line for 2.
Right there, Lincoln Southwest, they need as many possessions as possible to go their way after a good first defensive rebound. They did a good job of getting into transition, but just a loose ball, and Westside was able to go back the other way with momentum.
Emery Gedek, nearly 70% free throw shooter on the season. And he nearly misses it, but he got the shooter touch off the back of the rim. Gedek's second one off the back of the rim, no good. And Healy's there, and the putback, no good. But 2 more for Carson Healy at the line. And free throws playing a big part early.
Yeah, already 3 early fouls in the first minute and a half for Lincoln Southwest. Westside doing a good job at penetrating and getting the fouls.
Lincoln Southwest averages just about 14 fouls a game, a little bit more than the Westside Warriors. It's still not a crazy amount, but they do have 3 early in the first minute 30 of the first quarter.
And this is a good building block moment for Westside. They're getting their first 3 points off of free throws. They've been a little bit lackluster on the free throws this season.
Another offensive rebound for the Warriors. That one's blocked out of bounds. Westside will keep the ball. Quickly into Snoddy, coming around for Healy. Nearly lost it, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds and go to Lincoln Southwest. Coach Simons and Emery Geddick confused about the call. Looked like it might have went out of bounds on Micaiah Sanders, but nonetheless, they will stick with the call. Dakari Wilson off to Reynolds, driving baseline. Sanders, Uzziah finishes with the reverse, and Lincoln Southwest is on the board. Healy at the logo, and poked away by Micaiah Sanders, and he's got a free layup, and that's gonna be a goaltend.
Right there, Westside being a bit careless with the ball. They average 10 turnovers a game, and right there, just a bad pass and able to make it be 2 points for Lincoln Southwest. They are capitalizing off of Westside turnovers right now.
And now officially all the district games is tipped off. You can take a look at them on the score ticker on the bottom of the screen as they filter through all classes. Westside leads 4-3 with 5:40 left to play. It's Geddick looking to drive, gets into the paint, and it's stripped away. Fight for the ball goes to Uzziah Sanders. He goes up to Reynolds, who drives baseline and finishes, and Lincoln Southwest is ahead by 3.
Westside has no answer. They're turning the ball over way too much, trying to drive, but Lincoln Southwest has been able to pickpocket him.
Oddvati on the right wing. Lincoln Southwest crowd starting to get in it. Nearly stolen away again by Uzziah Sanders. And it's poked away, and Westside just can't seem to keep the ball in their hands.
They cannot. It's just been story of the game so far in the first 3 minutes. They've tried to pass it, and we saw it with the girls' game against Kearney. They've just been tipping and tipping.
Lee Robinson, the primary ball handler, did win Freshman of the Year in Class A, according to NEB Preps. Here he is with a 3, and that's going to be an air ball going to Lincoln Southwest.
Still no field goals for Westside, and that's a rarity for their style of offense. Already, first 3 minutes of the game, no field goals, only 3 points off of free throws.
Dakari Wilson to dribble it up and get things going. He's off to Uzziah. Comes back for his twin brother, Micaiah Sanders, who drives and throws it up, and it's going to be Westside basketball.
And again, Westside really good on the dribble drive defense. With their height, they can be able to stonewall them. A couple of times they bring their hands down and get the fouls committed against themselves, but otherwise, really good defense down low.
Lee Robinson looks to try and clean up the turnover battle for the Westside Warriors, already with 3 or 4 turnovers. Here he is with the basketball. Geddick on the left wing takes the 3, rims in and out. Oddvati with another offensive board. He's going to go up too strong, and Lincoln Southwest clears the board. And here comes Reynolds. He's going to take it for himself. Thought about the floater and has to just get rid of it. He's caught in the air. Geddick one-on-one, takes it to the rim and is fouled. He's going to go to the line once again for his second set of free throws. He went 1 for 2 on the last one.
There's kind of just a lid over this rim right now for Westside. They're getting their opportunities with the offensive rebounds. They have about 4 or 5. They just haven't been able to finish at the rim. And even from outside, their shooters are losing it a little bit.
Geddick went 1 for 2 on his first trip from the charity strike. And misses his first one off the back of the rim. Another pretty large crowd here for our boys game. One of the larger of the season despite the Millard North game early in the year. But right now, it's the Silverhawks fans making all the noise.
Yeah, they've traveled well, and they have good reason to cheer right now.
Another offensive board for Westside, another one. And blocked from behind by Micaiah Sanders. And here he is in transition off to Reynolds. The floater is no good. Snoddy clears the board. Here's Lee Robinson driving down the left side, and he's blocked by Kavion Reynolds. Here comes Uzziah Sanders with the layup.
Nothing going for Westside right now. They scored 93 points against the Silverhawks in their last matchup here. Right now, only 3 points.
No field goals still for Westside. Nearly 5 minutes into this game, another loose ball. Westside gets it. Geddick gonna go to the line again. And that's already the 5th foul on the Silverhawks. It'll be free throws the rest of the way.
Yeah, Westside has just not been able to earn it at the free throw line right now. I think they have 4 or 5 straight missed field goals, but Lincoln Southwest is doing their work defensively, blocks, and then transition offense. Still no field goals for the Warriors, which is a rarity.
Geddick makes his first, and right now Lincoln Southwest kind of playing with the hack-a-warrior strategy. They've committed 5 fouls, but maybe not the worst strategy of all time with the way Westside scores. Westside only shoots 62% from the free throw line.
Yeah, they are not the greatest free throw shooting team, especially now when March is coming around. Their free throw game needs to be on point.
This time, Geddick does go 2 for 2 from the line and subs in for Westside's. It's Donnie Barfield and London Dada. Best three-point shooter in the state, London is. Here's Micaiah Sanders, guarded by Snotty. Leading scorer on this Silverhawks team. Off to Reynolds, reversing it around. Uzziah Sanders drives and gets blocked by Lee Robinson. Micaiah comes down with the rebound and no foul call. Westside with the board. Lee Robinson off to Snotty, open three in the corner. A little bit too strong, the fight for the board goes to Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah's gonna drive into the heart of the Westside defense. He'll kick out for a three from his brother, and Uzziah Sanders hits.
Everything going right for the Silverhawks. You cannot ask for more of a dream start in this district matchup.
Donnie Barfield, nearly another turnover. They kick it out, reversing Dada in the corner. A little bit strong once again. Westside remains cold. Still no field goals, nearly 6 minutes into the game. Westside gets a turnover here. It's Dada in transition. He's gonna take it 1-on-2 and finish off the glass. Finally a field goal for the Westside Warriors.
Finally, wow. Of course it's London Dada. He's been the spark plug this season off the bench, the 6-man.
Sanders kicks out to Reynolds. They'll come around for Crockett. Right back to Reynolds, takes a really deep three. Can't even draw iron. Westside clears and they push. Snotty at the top to Lee Robinson. Settles at the top, trying to get in the paint. They kick out for Barfield, who drives with contact. Can't finish with the floater. Loose ball rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Dada, thought about the three. Instead, it's gonna be Barfield on the left wing. And once again, they're strong. Oddbody can't save it.
Man, it's just been a rough first quarter for Westside. 7 points, only 1 field goal. Yet their offensive rebounds have kept them in this. They've been able to also stonewall down low. But for Lincoln Southwest, even with the offensive rebounds for Westside, they've still done a really good job at boxing out and have been able to penetrate really well as well as shooting the three.
Tavion Reynolds off to Mesger, who takes the three, airballs that one, and it's not gonna be saved. Hudson Mesger is gonna hear from the student section on that one.
Westside finally a little bit more momentum after making that first field goal. They had Lincoln Southwest had an 8-0 run. So maybe Westside can answer back a little bit right here.
Monte Brown fresh into the game as Healy checks in for his second time. Here he is, looking to drive, crosses over, kicks out Barfield, reversing. Dada takes the three. 0 for 2, he starts the game. And clearing it is Uzziah. Uzziah Sanders drives with his left, spins into the middle. Can't finish, the fight for the board goes out to Donnie Barfield. He pushes, loses it, and it's Uzziah Sanders. Comes across for Mesger, takes the three. A little bit too strong off the front of the rim. Lee Robinson fast into the paint. Kicks out for Monte Brown, who takes the three. No good. Westside 0-4 on the three-pointers. Uzziah all alone in transition, and he's going to be fouled at the rim.
This is a battle of titans at the point guard position. Uzziah Sanders averaging about 20 points a game. Lee Robinson, freshman, up-and-comer. This is a really good matchup at the point guard spot. And we saw right there, Sanders drove, and Robinson met him. First foul on Westside, though. They've done a really good job at limiting their fouls, even being down by 4 points.
Sanders shooting over 70% on the season from the free throw line, and he misses the first. And subs in for Lincoln Southwest. Levante Crockett in. And a first break for Micaiah Sanders as he goes to take a seat. 41.6. Silverhawks lead the Warriors 11-7. Sanders' free throw is good. 1 for 2 for him. Freshman of the year in Nebraska in Class A, Lee Robinson. Off to Barfield. Slowly going around for the Warriors, it's Healy. On the block for Barfield, and he gets it poked away. It's loose on the ground, and we're gonna get a jump ball, and it's gonna stay with the Warriors.
Westside just been met in the middle. They've been getting Lincoln Southwest has been able to get 2 or 3 hands on the ball every time Westside drives, and it's discombobulating all the big men or anybody who tries to drive.
Monte Brown to Robinson. Comes off the screen. Dada thought about the 3, pulls it down. Barfield on the dribble handoff, looking to drive, spins into the paint, and gets the floater to go. Shot clock's off, 10 seconds for the Silverhawks. It's Reynolds. Wilson drives. Here's Reynolds in the corner, and it's off the hands. Robinson has to put up a half-court heave, and he's short. Lincoln Southwest with a 12-9 lead after 1. A little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it's just been cold offense for Westside. Both teams having good defenses, but a good shot to end the half for Westside. Maybe a little comeback here starting next quarter.
We're going to step away here on the WTV Live Network. We're back in a minute. Welcome back on the WTV Live Network. We roll on here into the second quarter, and we've already got district games final. Lincoln North Star with a win, and a couple other games going on, and quick one of note, Bellevue West leading Prep early in the first quarter in that game.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the most hotly contested game
That may
today.
be who Westside ends up playing as well.
That could be likely, especially if Bellevue West upsets.
Westside gonna get the 2 seed if they win tonight. They trail 9-12 after the first quarter of play. Deep 3 by Reynolds off the back of the rim, no good. It's Healy with the board, and he'll take it himself across the timeline. On the left wing, dribbling with some dance moves, kicks out Monte Brown, comes back to the logo for Snotty. Brown comes and get it, reversing it around, Advati now. Flashing his Gedek, here he is, 1-on-2 into the paint. Layup is good, and the third field goal for Westside.
Not just good ball movement. Found Gedek down low. Great finish. Westside finally with the third field goal of the game and a couple consecutive ones.
They only trail by 1 now. Into the paint. Sanders, his shot rims out. And it's Snotty getting past him at the timeline. He's going to take it himself. What a flash by Trell Snotty with the bucket.
And right there, now Westside has the momentum. They're on a 6-0 run, doing a great job of getting the ball down low.
Mesger hits the 3. And quickly the Silverhawks take back the lead. They lead by 2.
And after I say that, great response by the Silverhawks. Wide open 3.
Advati. Snotty on the left wing. Dribbles back to the top of the key. At the free throw line, Monte Brown pulls down the 3. Step back deep 2. Straight away. Nails it. And we're tied at 15.
Now we're starting to see a more offensive game.
Mesger just knocked down the 3. Needs some help. Gets it off to Reynolds. Now it's Dakari Wilson at the logo. Gets things going, 15 to shoot. Off to Micaiah Sanders. He drives baseline, kicks it around. Mesger wants another 3. Give it to him. Monte Brown for Westside. Advati trailing. Healy at the top. Gedek looks to drive with his left. He's going to take it in the paint, and he's fouled. First of the quarter. 2:30 in to the quarter. And Gedek, another trip to the free throw line.
All right, his third or fourth. Smaller defender, he does the right thing, drives it to the rim, Was met by 2 or 3 defenders, still got the ability to finish, even with the contact.
15-18. Geddick looks to cut into the lead. Can't on the first free throw. Brown is out. Robinson in. For Lincoln Southwest, checking in, Edie Nepimne. Westside still trails by 3. Geddick, chance to cut it to 2. And he goes 1 for 2 after he gets the shooter's touch off the back of the rim.
Struggles at the free throw line for Westside, even with that make. Still only about 50%.
Dakari Wilson for the Silverhawks to start things up. Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah probes, top of the key. Still Micaiah. Off to Mesger. Thought about the 3. Snoddy closes fast. Mesger gets it back to Micaiah. 10 to shoot. Off to his brother Uzziah. Uzziah drives. And he's going to take the shot off the backboard. No good. Westside wanted to travel. They don't get it, but they do get the rebound. And that's going to be a foul going against Micaiah Sanders.
Only the first on Micaiah Sanders. Nothing to be worried about just yet. But a couple of bad calls going both ways.
Westside definitely wanted to travel there, but nonetheless, they get the ball, no harm, no foul. Chance to take the lead with a 3 here or tie it with a 2. Robinson, just nothing going. No action for the Warriors on this possession. Finally, they get going with 20 to shoot. Snoddy settles in the corner for Healy. Looking to post it up for Geddick down low, and it's stolen away by Uzziah. Uzziah up to Micaiah, and Robinson! That might have been a clean block. I don't know about that one.
Oh, no.
But they called the foul.
Oh, that was a great LeBron-esque block. I do not know how that was a foul, Zach, in my opinion, but great. This 2-3 zone by Lincoln Southwest has been giving Westside fits all day. But that was a dope block, though.
Thought it was all ball.
I thought it was 2. Our opinions don't matter, though. It's only the refs.
I can tell you one thing, the fans are not happy with them right now.
Both sides.
Micaiah at the line, knocks down his first and his second. Silverhawks lead by 4 with just over 4:30 left to play. Robinson, 3-2 zone for the Silverhawks. Dada in the short corner, top of the key, Snoddy takes a straightaway 3 and cashes! Westside back within 1, courtesy of the Trell Snoddy tray.
And right there, Westside finally getting their shooting back. Only about 7 points in that first quarter, finally starting to get going.
Nepimne on the block, and a double dribble is called. Trell Snoddy, not necessarily the player that shoots the most for the Warriors, but he knocks that one down. And they get the ball back after a turnover by Ade Nepimne. 1 point lead still for the Silverhawks. Westside with a chance to take the lead of any basket. It's Dada, Robinson. Lincoln Southwest back to man-to-man. Nearly a turnover. Advadi chases it. He's going to drive on Nepimne, and a travel's going to be called.
Turnover after turnover, Zach. This is a lot of turnovers for teams that really don't turn it too much very often.
And a lot of Westside's turnovers, there could be a lot more, but they're able to chase down loose balls. Micaiah drives into the paint, kicks out for Uzziah. Mesger to Wilson. Wilson settles into the corner, drives down the baseline, kicks it back, and that's going to be an over and back if Robinson picks it up. And he's going to go, and that's going to be a foul at the rim.
That one was clear, though. Once again, another great attempt at a block, but the second foul on Uzziah Sanders, and now you got to ponder with the final 3:30 in the second quarter. Do you take him out, wait for no more fouls, and get him at the line?
It's a bold choice to take out your leading scorer as Robinson misses his first. Still trailing by 1. Robinson at the line for his second, and it's no good. He goes 0 for 2. Gedek misses on the offensive rebound, and Uzziah pulls it down, and Robinson gets called for the foul. Right now it's the 2 versus 2, Robinson and Uzziah Sanders.
Like I said earlier, it's going to be a battle of titans. Both are top point guards in Class A. Both can play really effectively. Both got good handles.
Wilson to handle the ball handling duties on this play. Off to Micaiah. On the left wing for Nipimne at the top. Wilson at the top again. Kicks out for Micaiah. Mesger at the logo. It's Uzziah Sanders, dribbles into the right wing. Comes back for Mesger. Takes a really long 3. And another air ball for Hudson Mesger. And the students really letting him hear it now. That's his second air ball of the game.
He's made a couple. He's missed a couple very badly. Either way, the students will still holler at him.
Likely going to be hearing that for the rest of the game as well. They don't forget.
Most likely.
Advati to Snoddy on the left wing. He's knocked down 1. Can't get that one to go. Advati with an offensive rebound. Puts it up and gets it to go with contact, no foul. Micaiah into the paint all alone. Floater rims out. And that's going to be poked away, staying with the Warriors as they take the lead by 1.
Once again, offensive rebound. Key to Westside's lead so far. They've been able to get on the glass and been able to get it down, back up again.
Hecht into the game to Pimne out. Big man for big man. And Southwest trails by 1. Westside with the lead. It's Dada to Snoddy. He's going to drive with his right hand. Pulls it back to the elbow. Kicks out Monte Brown, a 3 in the corner. No good. And the putback's good for Trell Snoddy. He's been quite a spark for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's been the main guy for Westside. But right there, didn't even need to hit the ground first. He just got up, put it up and in.
Uzziah drives off to Hecht. And a 3-second lane violation is going to be called, and the ball's going to go back to the Warriors.
Once again, another turnover, but back over on the other end to Trell Snoddy. In a team of trees, he's the one that gets up, gets the rebound, and the putback.
We'll roll through the timeout here called by Lincoln Southwest on the WTV Live Network. 30-second timeout. A much better quarter for the Warriors in period number 2.
Yeah, it's just been making your field goals. The free throws have still been a challenge, so have been the turnovers, but otherwise than that, they have done much better field goal-wise. They've been able to shoot the ball lights out so far.
And now have the lead, 23-20. Varsity to come out of the timeout. And Trell Snoddy been quite a spark on offense for the Warriors.
Yeah, I just want to mention, though, saw it at the bottom of the screen, Bellevue West is leading by 14 over Creighton Prep at halftime. 38-24. So a big lead, and that's a win-or-go-home game.
Bellevue West knows how to play come state tournament and district play, defending state champions. Potentially a team Westside could play. Gedek flashes into the paint and gets a layup. The Warriors lead by 5.
One of the first times today that Westside's leading by multiple possessions, and they've been able to get consecutive baskets back-to-back. Shot lights out of the ball.
Reynolds drive, kicks out. 3-pointer, no good. Gedek with the board. In transition, Advati has to slow it down to corral the ball. Gedek dribbles over. Here he is. Drives into the paint. A lot of contact, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. And that's Uzziah Sanders' 3rd foul. That's big for the Silverhawks.
Yeah, you only got 2 more left. You really got to take him out of the game right now with only 1:20 left.
There he is taking a seat with 3 fouls. The 1:20 left to play before half. Snoddy comes up to get it. Here he is on the right wing. He drives into the middle. Gedek takes a left wing 3. No good. Coming down with the board is the Silverhawks. Monte Brown pokes it away. It's going to stay with Lincoln Southwest. And Brennan Reeves checks into the first game for the Warriors, defensive specialist.
Yeah, he's just going to be a purely defensive presence, guarding up.
Right now he's on Reynolds, baseline drive. Reynolds kicks it out for Wilson. comes back for Mesger at the top of the key. It's gonna be Reynolds with the basketball coming around. Loose ball, Reeves picks it up, one-on-one, takes it in the rim, and a foul on the floor is gonna be called.
Right there, you already seen the impact of Brendan Reeves. Able to get guard up on Kavion Reynolds and able to take that ball all the way to the hoop.
And that's the second foul on Micaiah Sanders. So both twins in a little bit of foul trouble. Uzziah with 3, Micaiah with 2.
And that's huge there for the Silverhawks. Your two biggest leading scorers already almost basically fouled out of this first half.
Another 1-for-2 trip for the Warriors on the free throw line. But it's going to be Westside basketball after it's sent out of bounds.
Westside's been able to get these second chance opportunities mainly off the free throw misses and the rebounds.
Brown takes the 3. Airballs that on the straightaway tray. Look at Southwest into Micaiah Sanders. 35 seconds, ticks left in the half. 25 to shoot now. 23 on the shot clock, 2-second differential. Micaiah slowing things down. 15 on the shot clock. Still Micaiah at the top. 10 on the shot clock. 8 on the shot clock. Micaiah, 8 seconds on the game clock. He goes and gets blocked, gets the rebound. 2 to shoot. Mesger takes it. No good, and that's gonna be a shot clock violation. And the clock's gonna say 0.7, but there should be time, technically more left, as the shot clock expired. Should be probably about 1.8 or 2 seconds.
And for Westside, that's more than enough time to get down the floor and at least get a quality shot.
They're gonna go with 3 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, they're gonna give them that much time. And now if you're Westside, you're gonna have Donnie Barfield throw it out. You really don't. They're gonna sub in Lee Robinson. But other than that, Monte Brown can shoot it a little bit. London Dodd is probably gonna be your main one go-to if Lee Robinson's not able to get a shot off, and he's gonna get double teamed.
Full court pressure at the free throw line on the other side. Help comes. It's into Lee Robinson. He's got 1 second. He puts up just past half court, and it rims off, no good. After the first 16 minutes, Westside does manage to take a 6-point lead into the locker room before we send it down to the dance team. Iffy first quarter, but way better in the second.
Yeah, just they were able to shoot the ball better, play better defense, and that gives them the lead going into halftime, so it's really big for Westside.
Let's step away on the WTV Live Network, off to the Westside dance team. Back in 10 minutes for the second half. ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WTV Live Network. The A-3 district final rolls on here at Omaha Westside High School. It's 26-20. Westside leads after the first 16 minutes left. We got 16 more left to play, and these are big 16 minutes. Your season might be over if you lose.
Yeah, Lincoln Southwest, though, has put up a really good fight. Only a 6-point lead for the hometown Warriors, but for Westside, they just need to make more shots, turn it over less, and for Lincoln Southwest, keep the Sanders twins out of trouble and also score.
Advati down low. Gedek somehow almost corralled it. Thought he had it. Micaiah Sanders pushes, and a foul is going to be called from behind. Advati at the line, or Micaiah Sanders at the line. Advati with the foul.
Yeah, for Westside, their shooting woes have just been there. 1 of 13 from three-pointers, Zach.
Ouch. That's the one by Snotty.
That's the one by Snotty. Otherwise than that, they have been ice cold.
And they still lead by 6.
Yeah, it just shows you how well their defense has been playing and how well they can score the two.
Micaiah, 66% shooter, knocks down the second. Cuts the Warriors' lead to 5. Advati with a downhill drive, short on the layup, and a foul is going to be called going against Dakari Wilson. One foul on each team now.
A couple early fouls, and that'll damage Lincoln Southwest more than with Westside, especially with the Sanders twins being in foul trouble. 3 for Uzziah, 2 for Micaiah.
Advati at the line, free throw. Knocks it down, 27-21. Free throw line's been a big part of this game in the first half. Westside at significant amount, especially in the first quarter. Second free throw for Advati is up and good. And Westside's back up by 7. Uzziah to Micaiah. Back for Reynolds. He drives baseline and can finish at the rim. Got a shooter's touch to go.
Now Lincoln Southwest is starting to get into a rhythm. They've been able to force turnovers early. Westside needs to combat this.
Robinson into the paint, 1-on-3, and finishes high off the glass.
It's a good way to do it.
Micaiah on the right wing, comes off Nepenme's screen. Off to Reynolds, takes a wide open straightaway 3, rims off, no good. The fight for the loose ball rebound goes to Reynolds and the Silverhawks. Wilson now drives on Advati, comes across, and Lee Robinson's in the passing lane. Up to Snotty, and he has to save it into Healy. It goes to Gedek, and he finishes with ease at the rim.
Fast break is how Westside plays, and right there they just run their offense perfectly.
Stuck in the paint, and Uzziah somehow goes up with it. And Alex Baugh is going to call a timeout for Lincoln Southwest here early. Still 4 timeouts with him to play. We'll step away here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back on the WTV Live Network. 32-25 lead, the Warriors. Make it 34-25. Advati with an easy layup.
They've just done a good job getting it down low, and this is their largest lead of the game at 9, starting to straight away.
Uzziah lost it, gets it back. He's going to drive on Advati, spins into the paint. It's cut off, still loose on the ground, and still Uzziah. Uzziah still with the basketball, spins in the paint. Contact, no foul, blocked. And that one's going to be a foul on Gedek. And little bit of Hollywood for Emery Geddick there.
Nah, I think that's out. That's a defensive foul, so it'll go with Westside.
I love the good old head snap. When a player gets hit, they automatically snap their head back.
Way to draw the foul, kind of like a flop.
And there you go, maybe another one by Lee Robinson on the baseline. And now Nepimne is gonna have to check out, and Jacob Hecht comes in.
I believe that's his fourth, yeah, so.
It's costly for Ade Nepimne.
So that'll send Nepimne down to the bench and with 5:45 left to go.
Down low, Advati on Hecht, kicks out Healy, who drives baseline. It's cut off by Wilson. Comes back to the top of key for Robinson, now Snoddy. Right wing, Advati, top of the key, Healy. Geddick looking to drive, gets into the paint, kicks it out for Lee Robinson, who comes back to Geddick. 13 on the shot clock, right hand drive, kick out Healy. He's gonna be drawed, and it's loose on the floor. Geddick comes up with it, into the paint, still loose. Geddick goes up with it, no good. The fight for the board goes off the side of the backboard, and it will go to the Silverhawks.
Great offensive possession for Westside, great ball movement, way to get it down low, but a better defensive possession by the Silverhawks. They were able to stonewall, cut off Westside drivers. Great defensive possession.
Lincoln Southwest trails by 9. Uzziah with 3 fouls with the basketball. Junior off to his twin brother, Micaiah. Drives with his left hand, trying to finish, and is blocked by Snoddy. 2-on-2, Westside goes. Lee Robinson, left hand layup, a little bit strong. Fight for the board goes to Snoddy. Geddick into the paint, dishes off for Advati, who's blocked from behind. And both coaches furious with the no foul calls here early in the third. And a three-pointer for Uzziah. Sanders falls, cuts the lead to 6.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Lincoln Southwest. Much needed 3, cut the lead down.
Snoddy tried dishing it off to Advati, and it's gonna be another turnover by Westside.
Now, Westside bit discommunicated right now. Nothing going for them offensively, especially down low. They haven't been able to pass as effectively as they normally would.
Lincoln Southwest tries to continue to cut into the 6-point lead by the Warriors after Uzziah just knocked down a 3. At the top for Wilson to Micaiah. Mesger at the top, over to Uzziah Sanders. Uzziah probes off to Mesger. Right back to Uzziah, who drives down right, pro hop into the paint, and a foul is going to be called on the floor.
Fouls have been the name of the game for this quarter, and you can see it from the Lincoln Southwest fans. They are clapping and standing because the refs finally called a foul for them.
Screams from the other side for calling a travel. So safe to say neither fan base is pleased with the officiating.
We see it a lot.
Wide open layup off the dish from Micaiah to Mesger, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point lead for Westside. Went from 9 to 4 real quick.
5-0 run. Westside has to find an answer.
Healy with the answer, and he's going to be fouled on the 3-point attempt by Dakari Wilson. And now it's Westside's chance to give the refs a round of applause.
Yeah, but that's about the best shot you can get up in that situation. Carson Healy, good look, didn't get it, but got the foul. But
Healy averaging just over 7 points a game, shooting 63% from the line, and Healy's 3-point percentage is up to 30 now.
Wow.
And at one point, he was shooting right around 10% earlier in the season.
Free throws have been just a really big part. Westside, I think, has missed about 8 of them. They're not a good free throw shooting team. Other than London Dada at 95%, nobody at Westside shoots over 70.
Healy knocks down only 1 of 3. Extends the Warriors' lead to 5. It's Uzziah. Dribbles up to the lane line, trying to spin into the paint, and that is definitely a travel.
So they do finally call the travel.
I mean, I don't think the officials have been all that
Absolute
bad.
worst. Some missed calls here and there, but that's the usual.
Snotty to Barfield, who just checked in. Oddvadi to Snotty. Only person to knock down a 3 for the Warriors in the first half. Monte Brown, Oddvadi in the corner. Reversing it back for Barfield, who drives with his right hand, kicks out Oddvadi. Can he hit the 3? No, he can't. And that's going to be a foul going against Lincoln Southwest. That's going to be 3 on Micaiah Sanders. So both Sanders twins with 3 fouls. And 5 fouls on the Silverhawks, so free throws for Emory Geddick.
And even with Westside in the bonus, still haven't been able to convert the free throws.
Still can't get a free throw to fall. .259 left to play. Warriors lead by 5, a chance to make it 6. And it rolls off, no good for Geddick's free throw. Uzziah with the board, nearly turned it over, and he indeed does. Up to Geddick all alone, has to slow down to corral it, but still gets the layup.
A little redemption for Emory Geddick after 2 missed free throws.
Micaiah drives and is going to be tied up in the paint. It's going to stay on this end of the court.
And honestly, now if you're Westside, both Sanders twins have 3 fouls each. Attack them. If they pick up a 4th, there's not really much they can do.
3-point attempt is good. Mesger again, he's had 2 bad misses, but he's had a couple of good makes. Westside looking with an answer. They're up by 4. Still only 1 3-pointer to fall for the Warriors. Monte Brown chased all the way out to the timeline. Keeps it in for Oddvadi. He has to settle it back. Geddick on the right wing. Goes back to the left wing. Barfield drives with his right hand. Floater rims off, no good. Goes back to Barfield. Put back, no. Second put back, no. Third time's the charm for Tyson Oddvadi.
Once again, those second chance points coming back to bite the Silverhawks. And big part of this game, 6-7 Oddvadi going up.
Mesger once again rims off, no good. Made his last one, and a turnover by Snotty. And Sanders draws the foul, and Uzziah will go to the line. That's just not something you can do in your own backcourt.
Yeah, you could not. Just a stolen ball there by Uzziah Sanders. Westside already over 10 fouls, or 10 turnovers, which they average a game.
Yeah, not the most safe with the ball tonight, the Warriors. 6-point lead. Sanders can't quite cut it into it on the first free throw. 1:48 left to play. Subs in for the Warriors. Geddick and Oddvadi take a seat.
The bench has been a pretty big part for Westside today. London Dawes got a few points. Monte Brown, Donnie Barfield's been there. It's been an overall good day for the Westside bench.
0 for 2 from the free throw line goes Uzziah Sanders. Snotty, Barfield, Healy. He drives. Off the glass, no good, doesn't draw iron. Quickly the other way goes Micaiah Sanders, and he can't get it to go. And flying in is Uzziah with the rebound, and it's going to go.
Oh, there's a foul.
A foul against
on Monte Brown.
Westside.
Oh, my goodness. Uzziah Sanders came flying in like Superman. He got absolutely bodied down low. He hit the ground hard. But Monte Brown was called for the foul. I do not know why.
I like my job, so I have no comment. Micaiah Sanders off to Huskin Mesger after the very questionable foul call. Lincoln Southwest retains possession. Uzziah Sanders drives at the rim, finish no good. As they say, the ball don't lie.
Exactly, Rasheed Wallace right there.
London Dada, no good. Westside still with only 1 3-point attempt. It's Uzziah in transition, and that one, another very questionable one. I thought his hands were straight up.
I also like my job, Zach, but I really can't. This last couple of fouls have been more or less very questionable.
Simons would tend to agree with you.
I've known Simons for a good while, and I know he does. He has a very short fuse with refs.
Fun fact, he actually has more technical fouls in youth ball than he does high school ball.
Wow.
Simons only picked up 1 technical foul in his entire high school coaching
I'm
career.
honestly shocked.
Despite how much he argues with them, he definitely knows where the line is.
Yeah. I would also like to mention Bellevue West is absolutely beating up on Creighton Prep, 58-37, a 21-point advantage at the birdcage. And that's not an,
West
easy place,
looking to
not an easy place to play.
somehow miraculously go back-to-back after not even a host team this year in districts. Barfield on the right wing, settling up for Dada. He's pressured hard. Off to Barfield, who drives. And are they going to count the basket?
Oh,
They will not. They're going to call the foul on the floor. But it will still be free throws as Westside's in the bonus.
I know we talked about it maybe a couple games ago, Zach. Continuation. Sometimes left will let it go, get the and one. Sometimes they won't. Just depends.
Barfield at the line. First free throw up, no good, off the back of the rim.
If Westside can make some more free throws, they'd be up, I believe, by more than 15 right now.
Second one is good. 40-33, 40 seconds left to play in the third. 30 to shoot, 36 on the game clock, about 6-second differential. And a quick bucket is good for Dakari Wilson. Westside could hold for last shot if they wanted to with 25 seconds.
And they will get a good bucket here, go into the fourth quarter up by 7 or 8. Need as many points as possible, especially not scoring this much. They scored 93 in their first meeting, only with 40.
10 seconds left to play. It's Snotty. Corner for Monte Brown. Comes across, Barfield drives. A layup at the buzzer is good. No half-court shot, will not count. Nearly went in, but it wouldn't count anyway. And after the first 24 minutes, Westside leads by 7, the final 8 when we come back. We're back on the WTV Live Network. The final 8 minutes left to play before somebody's season is over and somebody's advancing to state. Right now, it looks like it could be the Westside Warriors. They lead by 7 over the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Wild card is still in play, but as of now, Omaha Westview is losing there in the A2 district.
That would put Westside at the 2 seed.
Well, Westside's going to get the 2 seed regardless, as they bounced around Westview in the wild card points after their last district game. So likely a 2 seed for the Warriors if they hold on to this one. Westview could fall if they get stuck with the wild card.
That'll be good because Papio South's the number 1. They won't have to play them until the state final.
Driving is Micaiah Sanders. He kicks it out for Uzziah Sanders. Back to Micaiah. Micaiah drives, kicks out. Mesger's gonna take a left wing 3, and he's been on fire tonight. Silverhawks within 6.
Each time Westside gets out to a near double-digit lead, it's always Mesger that's there, hit the clutch 3, get it back within 6 with just about 7:15 remaining.
Barfield's had back-to-back buckets, gets it stripped away, loose ball. Micaiah Sanders is there, and he's gonna lay it up and in, and we got a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, 5 quick points and a lead down to 4.
4 timeouts, 3 timeouts for the Silverhawks, 5 for the Warriors. Advati at the top, trying to go down low for Barfield, and that's going to be a foul going against Uzziah Sanders. I believe that'll be his 4th.
Yeah. So that's huge there, especially at this juncture in the game, 6:51. Now if you're Westside and Coach Simons, attack Uzziah. Can't, it's rather you give him a layup or you foul, it's at your 5th.
Monte Brown guarded by Uzziah. Goes to Gedek, settles for Snoddy. Comes off the screen. Gedek on the left wing. Westside still only knocked down 1-3. Gedek is blocked. The fight for the board. Advati comes up with it, and it's pulled away by Uzziah Sanders. He's going to take it in transition, dishes it off to his twin brother. Micaiah lays it up and in, and one. And all of a sudden, we got a single possession ball game.
7-0 run for the Silverhawks, and now forced Coach Simons to call a timeout, and now they are getting crazy. Westside is on upset alert. Second foul on Snoddy.
44-42. Timeout on the WTV Live Network. We'll step away, a full timeout. It's a one-possession game here in the A-3 District Final. Chance to make it a one-point game if Micaiah Sanders knocks down this free throw and converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw is up and good, and it's a one-point ball game with a chance to state on the line. Westside only one three-pointer tonight. Advati, Monte Brown in the corner. He dribbles it back out. He's going to drive with his left hand, is cut off and pulls it back. Settles on the left wing for Barfield in the corner. Comes back, Gedek will reverse it around for Snoddy. Advati. 10 to shoot for the Warriors. Monte Brown takes the 3. Cash money, Monte Brown!
Money shot, Monte. Westside back up by 4.
And the answer by Dakari Wilson.
Match for match. A huge 3, and Lincoln Southwest is absolutely electrified right now.
Second three-pointer by Monte Brown, or for the Warriors. Barfield can't get it to go. Chance for the lead for the Silverhawks. Uzziah loses it, and it's gonna go to the Warriors.
Did they call that a travel or foul?
They called it out of bounds.
Oh, did they? Yep. They did call it out of bounds.
Looked like there could have been a foul call.
Yeah,
for sure.
I thought there could have been a foul call both ways. Huge there for Westside, though, especially on that fast break.
Snoddy Advati on the left wing. Westside only with a 1-point lead. 5:15 left to play. Chance to state on the line. Snoddy settles on the right wing. 15 to shoot, and Coach Simons is going to call a timeout, a full timeout. And we're going to take a break here on the WT Live Network. Only a 1-point lead for the Warriors. Chance to state on the line.
one.
Welcome back on the WTV Live Network. Westside with a 1-point lead, 47-46. 5:07 left to play. Westside coming out of the timeout only has 15 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Simon's known for being able to draw up set plays. We'll see if he has one in store for us right here. Quick drive by Snoddy, kick out Monte Brown. Rims off, no good. It was in and out. Quickly in transition, Lincoln Southwest. Geddick with a clean strip, a block by Oddbody. Lincoln Southwest will settle with the basketball. 23 on the shot clock. It's Wilson. Mesger had a hot hand from 3 today so far. Uzziah Sanders, 13 to shoot. Drives and a foul on the floor on Monte Brown.
Even with 4 fouls, Uzziah Sanders is still going to attack. Only the second foul on Monte Brown. He'll check out, but Westside going to bring in their defensive lineup.
Mesger, chance for a 3. Passing up is Micaiah. He'll drive instead. He gets blocked by Oddbody. 4 on 5, Westside with numbers. Micaiah gets back into it, 5 on 5. Snoddy with the 3, yes sir!
Oh my! This is huge! Westside is up by 4. 2-possession game, and now this is huge at this juncture with about 4 minutes.
Micaiah Sanders drives, kicks out to his brother Uzziah. Driving is Reynolds, pulls back with a fadeaway, too strong, no good. Oddbody clears the board. In transition, Barfield thought about a corner 3, instead it's Healy. He's gonna pull it down, and Westside slows it down. 4-point lead, 3:45 left to play, 20 on the shot clock. Snoddy drives, stops at the free throw line, comes for Healy at the top of the key, takes the 3. No can do for Carson Healy. And clearing the board is Uzziah Sanders. 2-possession game, Westside by 4. 3:25. Dakari Wilson. Dribble handoff for Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah probes at the logo, 15 to shoot. Off to his twin brother Uzziah. He drives on Healy, spins into the paint. Layup goes home, and it's a 1-possession game. Robinson drives, and that's definitely going to be a travel.
More great defense by the Silverhawks. They've been able to stop Lee Robinson, and especially with their size disadvantage, they've done a great job at collapsing in on the big man.
Chance to tie it or take the lead. .250 left to play. Uzziah Sanders drives. No foul call to fight for the board. Goes to Micaiah Sanders. Kicks out for Wilson. Sets it up for Hecht. Driving is Micaiah. He drives. And a no-can-do block. And that's going to be a foul. Going to the line will be Micaiah Sanders. That goes against Oddbody, his second, team's third.
Once again, still not too much foul trouble for Westside, but with 2:38 left, Micaiah Sanders has an opportunity to tie this one up.
One more, and we have a tied ball game at 50.
66% from the line. Statistics say he misses this one.
Well, in this situation, sometimes they say throw out statistics with the pressure on. Micaiah Sanders with the free throw. It's good, and we're tied up at 50. Coach calls a timeout, Alex Baugh. And we're going to step away on the WTV Live Network. But don't you go away. It's 50-50, all tied up at Westside. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're tied at 50 with 2:38 left to play. Everything is on the line, win or go home. A chance to the state tournament on the line. And all the marbles in the bag. Westside will have the basketball with 2:38 left to play.
Crunch time, every possession counts. You need the best shot available by the best players available. This is what your season comes down to, especially for the seniors. This is their last home game.
Lee Robinson drives, gets caught in the air, a turnover by the Warriors. Micaiah Sanders in transition, off to Uzziah, and Snotty gets called for the foul. Hard to tell from the replay. Snotty thought he had all ball. And Lincoln Southwest a chance to take the lead for the first time this quarter. And they do. It's Uzziah Sanders. The twin juniors for the Silverhawks means everything to the team. And it's Uzziah, the leading scorer with 20 a game, at the line. And he goes 1 for 2. It's a 1-point lead for the Silverhawks. Westside can take the lead back with a bucket. 2:15 left to play. Robinson drives, and he loses the ball, and a foul is going to be called on the Silverhawks.
And right now, crunch time, it's going to be Lee Robinson. We saw it a few games against Prep. Was the last conceivable time Westside's been this close. He made some clutch shots. It was Emery Geddick, though, who was the main MVP. But then against Papio South and Creighton Prep, it's been Lee Robinson. He's hit a buzzer beater in this type of situation. Westside has won some. They've lost some via one possession.
55% shooter is Robinson. And he misses the second one, goes 1 for 2, the freshman of the year in Class A does. And we're tied at 51, and it's 2 minutes left to play. It's going to be Wilson, likely a Sanders to take a shot here. It's Uzziah on the right wing. 20 to shoot, Uzziah Sanders probes at the right wing, comes to the top of the key, drives left on Advati, and a foul is going to be called at the rim. He'll go to the line for 2.
Now I think these refs are getting a little foul happy, but clear, definite foul. In a minute 49, that's Advati's third.
5th on the Warriors, so free throws for both teams, or not both teams. Lincoln Southwest only has 2 fouls in this quarter. Free throw is good by Uzziah Sanders, shooting 71% on the season. And a whopping 58% from the field. Second free throw, no good. Westside can't come down with the board, and a missed layup by Sanders, and he's called for the foul.
Oh yeah, it is Sanders called for a foul. That's his 5th.
And Uzziah Sanders is gonna have to come out of the game.
Oh man. Carson Healy barreled into him, and Uzziah Sanders knocked to his butt, and he is knocked out of the game. That is huge, and I mean, I cannot state this enough. Absolutely huge for Westside.
That is the main source of offense for the Silverhawks, and he's no more with 5 fouls on the bench. It's Lee Robinson, drives to the lane line, kicks it out for Geddick. 1:30 left to play, Westside trails by 1. 20 to shoot, off to Healy on the left wing, drives baseline, and a foul is called. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. And final, Bellevue West 70, Prep 54, an absolute domination by the T-Birds. They're off to state.
Yeah, that will most definitely knock out Creighton Prep. Second year in a row there, they've made it to the district finals. They lost last year on a buzzer beater to Lakehead Southeast.
Huge free throw knocked down by Carson Healy, shooting 63% from the charity strike on the season. Looking to throw statistics out the window and go 2 for 2. And he does! Westside leads by 1, a minute 27 left to play.
And if you're Lincoln Southwest, you have to go to Micaiah Sanders with his brother Uzziah being out.
Here he is, Micaiah on the floor. Hudson Mesger, number 5, knocked down a couple of triples as well for the Silverhawks. Driving is Micaiah. He kicks it out to Mesger for Wilson at the logo. 15 to shoot. Wilson looks to drive. comes to Micaiah on the left wing. Drives into the paint, fading away. What a shot by Micaiah Sanders. The Silverhawks back in the lead with less than a minute left to play. 50 seconds. Robinson into the paint. Foul! Almost had the and one. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Okay, on the other end right there, I wish we had a replay of that, but that was the wildest shot. That's a wild shot. He was fading away, had to shoot it with one hand over Tyson on body. Absolutely sunk it. And then Robinson needs these clutch free throws, at least needs one of them.
In the biggest moment of Lee Robinson's freshman career, misses the first free throw, needs this one to tie it.
And the Lincoln Southwest fans come in droves.
Second one, no good. Healy fights for the board. It goes down to the Silverhawks with 40 seconds. And Micaiah sails it, and a foul is called on Lee Robinson. And that's free throws for the Silverhawks.
And that's the 5th on Lee Robinson. He'll be knocked out. So the two point guards knocked out, and now it's crunch time for Micaiah Sanders. Robinson had his opportunity, could not hit. Micaiah Sanders with his opportunity. Can he commit?
Lee Robinson just walked into the tunnel. He's not even going to stay on the bench. First free throw is good. It's a 2-point lead and a timeout by Westside.
I do want to mention now, final, Papillion La Vista pulls off the upset in the A2 district. They'll be going to stay over Westview.
This is going to be very interesting now. Westview loses, Westside on the ropes. It's going to come down to the wire. Westside should get the wild card if Westview loses.
That'll depend, though. I do not.
It's going to come down. As of now, Westview is 0.08 of a point ahead of the Westview Wolverines. The state tournament bid may come down to less than 1/10 of a wild card point.
That is absolutely wild.
The stakes could not be higher. A trip to state on the line. Westside trails by 2, and Micaiah Sanders at the line. One of the biggest moments of his career. Lincoln Southwest has not been to state since 2009, their only tournament appearance ever, and they look to sneak their way in. Micaiah Sanders at the line.
Zach, now I have a question for you. If he makes it here, if you're Westside, do you immediately go to the bucket or you get a 3?
Take the 2. Snotty to Monte Brown. Westside's only hit 2 threes all day. Oddbody down low for Geddick. Fights, kicks out. Snotty a 3, no good. Healy comes down with the board, and he's fouled! 28.4, 2 free throws for the senior Carson Healy.
These are huge. You need both of them to go. Make it down to a 1-point game. And if you only hit one, you need the offensive rebound.
Healy's free throw's good.
We've seen it today. Westside has been, let's just say, lackluster from free throws. They sub in Brendan Reeves, though, for some defensive presence. And I would expect Westside to put on the press.
Couple of players you might want to foul, including number 34 of Lincoln Southwest. Only 5 free throw attempts on the year.
They're going to have to probably get it into Sanders. And they call a timeout.
They
Smart
have to call
move.
a timeout. 1 left for the Silverhawks. We'll roll through here on the WTV Live Network. Free throw percentages for Lincoln Southwest with players on the court right now. Uzziah Sanders, 71%.
He is fouled out.
Uzziah Sanders fouled out. Hudson Mesger, 7 for 10 on the season. Micaiah Sanders been really clutch, shooting 66%, over 115 free throw attempts on the season. Jacob Hecht, number 34, only 5 free throw attempts on the season, shooting 33%. Number 12, Kavion Reynolds, shoots 86%. Probably not the one you want to foul. And Dakari Wilson, 65%. So we'll see what Westside does. Reminder, Westside's 0.08 of a point ahead of Westview. Westview just got upset in the A2 district. Westside on the ropes in the A3.
And I just want to put this into perspective. These two teams played in January. Westside absolutely murdered them. It was 93-55. And now Westside and Lincoln Southwest has already scored more points, and they are leading currently by a point.
Reynolds will trigger it in, trying to get it into Sanders. They do. And he comes across the timeline, and he's going to get a layup attempt. It's no good. Westside with 20 seconds, a chance to take the lead. Monte Brown and Coach Simons calls a smart timeout.
That's a good move. You have to call a timeout there. You got to run a play, something like that. But
what a miss by Micaiah Sanders. He could have slowed it down. Westside would have had to foul him.
Yeah, there was no shot clock. I'm surprised. He's a junior, but he took that one to the rack. It was 3-on-1, and he barely missed it. I'm surprised Westside didn't foul him at half court when he was on transition. Granted,
he had a very good look at the rim there. Costly potential mistake for the Silverhawks. It's a 1-point game, 17.8 left to play.
Now, Zach, if you're Westside, who do you give it to? Lee Robinson's fouled out.
I think you got to get something going downhill, maybe for Emery Geddick or Donnie Barfield.
Yeah, Westside has absolutely been atrocious from three. They've only hit 2 of them. So I would expect maybe Carson Healy, Emery Geddick go downhill. If you can't get that, Charles Snoddy on the outside.
Keep in mind, the refs have been calling a lot of fouls, both teams with 5 in this quarter. So absolutely cannot foul if you're Lincoln Southwest.
And now going back, last time this close game has happened, they've won it a couple times against Prep. They've lost to Papio South. They've lost to Miller North via this fashion. They need something to go their way.
Snoddy Brown, top of the key for Geddick. 12 seconds. Snoddy at the top. Oddbody on the left wing. Down low for Geddick, and it's a turnover with 5 seconds, and a foul is finally going to be called against the Warriors. And Sanders will go to the line with 4.7. Disaster time for the Warriors on that possession.
Cannot do that. That's probably worst case scenario. They tried to get it down to Geddick, which was the right move. They just missed. And now if Micaiah Sanders hits both of them, it's a 3-point game.
First one is good.
And that's the big free throw right there. If they miss, Westside does have a timeout. And they're going to use it now. Wow. I'm honestly kind of surprised.
And there you go, London Dada checking into the game, the best 3-point shooter on the team by a mile.
He still has not made a 3 yet, though.
Westside only 2 3-pointers on the night. Not their day from the arc.
Oh man, this is March.
This is March.
Upsets galore. We've already seen 2 hosters get upset. Could Westside be the third? This would be they've lost twice to Papio South and only once to Miller North.
We'll reset the game here. Lincoln Southwest up by 2. Micaiah Sanders at the line for 1 more free throw. 4.7 on the clock. Right now, Westside with no more timeouts. Lincoln Southwest with 1.
And now the question is, if Lincoln Southwest wins this, Westside might play them in this first round of state. With them being a lower seed and Westside might be closer to a higher one.
Wild card's going to be close. Micaiah Sanders at the line, looking to send his team to state for the first time since 2009. Free throws no good. Geddick with the ball up to Monte Brown, who takes the deep 3. And it's no good. Lincoln Southwest comes into Westside and stuns the Warriors. They're off the state for the 2nd time in school history. First time since 2009. What an upset in Nebraska.
No words. Stunner. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this. I'm surprised Brown took that shot they still had 2 seconds left. Absolute stunner from the Silverhawks. Come into Westside, stun the Warriors. And Westside, they will still go to state, but they're gonna have a sour taste in their mouth. But for the first time since 2009, Silverhawks are going dancing.
The Silverhawks come into Westside and will cut down the Warriors' nets, as they are the A-3 district champions, heading to state for the first time since 2009, only the second appearance in state history.
Wow.
Final score 55-57. Westside loses, Lincoln Southwest with the win. What a win for Lincoln Southwest. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. Lincoln Southwest comes in and stuns the Westside Warriors as they win 57-55. They're going to state for the second time in school history, the only time other than 2009. Just to follow things up, Omaha Westview lost in the A2 district final, and so did Westside in the A3 district final. But due to the district semifinals, Westside jumped ahead of Omaha Westview in the wild card points, and they are 7/10 of a point ahead of the Wolverines, which should mean that they will get the wild card.
Yeah, hopefully that will be the case for Westside. It's just been a tough loss today. And including with some other upsets, this has been one of, if not the most highly contested state brackets. Papio South is going to be the main team to beat. Otherwise, with teams like Lincoln Southwest and Papillion La Vista, anything's up for grabs.
What a win for Lincoln Southwest. They come into Westside and they will be cutting down the nets after they win the A3 district final and punch their ticket to the state tournament. First time since 2009 and just the second time in school history. Congratulations to Lincoln Southwest and head coach Alex Baugh on being the district champions. Westside is going to fall to 22-4 and likely sneaking in just barely to the state tournament. We thank you all for tuning in across all of our winter sports coverage this season. Unfortunately, that does mark an end to the WTV Live coverage of winter sports and Westside basketball. We thank you all so much for tuning in throughout the season, and we say so long one last time on the WTV Live Network. Have a great night, everyone.